Good morning, Facebook family. This is Mary Bostrom from Ken Bostrom Ministries, and all this month we've been talking about eagles. And this morning I was reading something from Deuteronomy. It's the last chapter of Deuteronomy. It's very short, and the Lord and Moses went up from the plains of Moab to Mount Nebo. Now, Mount Nebo is a height of 2,300 feet up, and here Moses went up. Now he went up, and Mount Nebo is on the Jordan side of the Dead Sea, and he was 120 years old. Now that really caught me this morning, because here he is 120 years old. And verse 7, Deuteronomy 34:7 says, Moses was 120 years old. His eyes were not dim, and his natural vigor diminished. That means he was still strong. He didn't have to wear glasses. His eyes were not dim. He didn't have cataracts. What was his secret? You know what? It was always going up higher. Now let me take you to Jesus, and that's in Matthew 14, and I'm going to start at verse 22. Immediately Jesus made his disciples get into the boat. I wonder if he ordered them. He made his disciples get into the boat and go over before him to the other side while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. And when evening came, he was alone there. He didn't go up there for 10 minutes. He went up there for quite a while. Now, that's when the boat was just tossing and turning. But I want to point out something about both of them. They got alone with God. They went up higher. Well, maybe you're living in a place like, I'm in Texas City, Texas, and we don't have a whole lot of mountains here. So how do I go up higher? Well, if you look at the word, when Moses went up, the Hebrew word is Allah, Allah. And let me get it, let me spell it for you, Allah. And I know that you probably are, thinking that's like Islam, but they have used this word for Allah because they think he's higher. But this root word is for El Elyon, which means the Most High God. And it isn't the mountain that we're climbing, the distance up, it's going up higher. In the spirit, you can go up higher in the spirit just in your bedroom. You can go up higher, because those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. And those that wait upon the Lord. So this week we're going to talk about waiting upon the Lord. But I gave you two examples of men that were strong and knew God. Moses was the only one that knew God face to face. God knew him face to face like no other man, because every time he wanted to hear from God, he went up. Even when he went into the tabernacle, the temple, or the tent of meeting, it wasn't that he went up on a mountain. He went up to meet the Lord, because the Lord is higher. There's a book by Rick Joyner I really love. It's The Final Quest, and he talks about the eagles on the ledges. And eagles eat snakes. Eagles aren't fearful. They're not hiding. They're not fearful, and because you know why? They have gotten with the Lord. They have gone up higher. They don't hang up with a flock or a bunch of turkeys, or they're not stuck in a chicken coop. They go high on the things of the Lord. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to wait. And I'm sitting in a wicker chair. Yes, my grandchildren are still here. And we're going to talk, when we talk about waiting upon the Lord, it has a lot to do with like a wicker chair. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. God bless you. Have a great day.